I am one of those people that has a serious crush on my house. And to take care of my house, I use a lot of homemade cleaners. So today I'm going to show you how I use one of the cleaners. This is the citrus pine cleaner that me and Jax had made together about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months back. It was super easy to make. We just used our orange peels, lemon peels, lime peels, and we filled up a great big gallon-sized jar, and we put a whole bunch of vinegar in there with some pine needles. And normally this only takes about 6 weeks for it to be done, but I got busy with a lot of stuff, so I am just now decanting. So I'm just using a funnel, a potato masher, and an old nut bag to decant everything. And I'm just using them. I mean, you don't have to, but this is what I do. I just mash, a lot of the juice out with the potato masher, so I can get every last bit, and then I strain it. And I use a nut bag to strain out everything because you don't want any of those little bits to be in your spray bottle or to get in your spray bottle. So yeah, this concoction is very concentrated, so I dilute it 50-50 in a spray bottle when I use it. 50% water, 50% the solution, and then you can add essential oils to it, any essential oils that you want. I think that lemon goes well with it because it has lemons in it. Okay, so if you use essential oils like I did into this solution, do not use it on your mirrors. I ended up having to go and make some more solution in another bottle and spray it on here because I forgot that I added essential oils to this bottle. So don't make the same mistake that I did. Our house is a fairly old farmhouse that was built in 1969, so a lot of the fixtures for like faucets and stuff like that are really old, but I still try to take the best care of everything as possible. I like the old look of things, so I try to take care of it. And this solution isn't harsh like a lot of other solutions. And I mean, it cleans fairly well without scratching, the surfaces and stuff like that. Keep in mind that while vinegar does work as a disinfectant to some degree, it is not as effective as bleach or chemical cleansers when it comes to killing germs, so they say. This solution also works really well if you just spray down your faucets and your counters and stuff like that and let it sit for like 5 minutes and then wipe off. It works a lot better. I think it makes everything look really nice and shiny and clean as well. Homemade cleaners are a great alternative to store-bought chemicals. They're less likely to cause harm or irritation. Um, they're environmentally friendly, easy to make, and you know what's in them. You can also control the strength of the cleaners as you control the ingredients. A lot of people don't like using homemade cleaners because of the vinegary smell, but I've noticed that it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes for that vinegar smell to dissipate, and that's if you don't add, any essential oils to it. I don't mind the smell of vinegar, so it doesn't bother me, but some people just don't like the smell of vinegar. So as you can see, I use this solution on pretty much everything in my house, and even my wooden doors. Now this door is right next to the kitchen, and I tend to splatter stuff on it constantly. Like this right here is some tomato and looks like some barbecue sauce. Now I have one of those stainless steel refrigerators that gets fingerprints on it constantly, and I have used other things on this and it don't really take the fingerprints off very well, but this stuff works wonderful at that. And I'm all about making my life a little bit easier, so if you haven't tried making your own homemade cleaner, go ahead and give it a try. You might like it. I didn't think that I would like it as much as I do, but I would rather make my own than buy any from the store. Okay, so let's go out in the garden and see what we got going on. As you know, my garden hasn't done the best, but she is producing a little bit. The red onions seem to have done okay. I mean, I did get some big heads, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for whatever my garden gives me when it comes to onions, because we use a lot. My chickens have all but demolished all of the grapes that are on this. All the grapes that was on the bottom, they have come and plucked all of the grapes off. Yeah, this is like their, oh, get back here. You guys okay? This is like their favorite little area, looks like, because I've seen them hiding under here a lot. You see how it's all matted down right here? Should have known that the grapes were ready, and they sure knew. So I'm gonna pick the rest of these, and hopefully we'll have enough to make a little bit of jam for Matthew, because that's why we're growing these, because that's his favorite jam. I should have known something was up with them birds over here. Show you guys what they're looking like. Some bad ones, and I'm just gonna take all the good ones. Hopefully we'll get some nice jam out of it. Alright, this is our haul. Not what I expected, but I guess something's better than nothing. Isn't this borage beautiful? The bees love it. I think it is gorgeous. I'm not the only one that likes it. It's like my little bumblebee friends like them too. But they're so pretty. It's my first year growing this. See what else we can find. Would you looky there. Oh, I'm so excited about that. This is butternut squash. This baby I've been waiting for. I just hope that she produces some more, because those puppies store for a long time. This broccoli here didn't do a whole lot. I'm just gonna give this to my bunnies. It's already went to flower. They'll enjoy that. Got some fresh celery. Look there. These are those choke cherries that I'm thinking about maybe making some jam out of. I have to read up on it and see what I gotta do. Well, that's not too bad. Planted some more peas. This time around, I planted some snow peas. These are the last of the sugar snap peas. Last plant that's alive. Now, I haven't had snow peas. I've never tried snow peas before. So hopefully I'll like those just as much. I've had more luck coming out here and pulling them when they start blushing, taking them in the house and letting them ripen, then popping them in the freezer. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put beans on this trellis again. I can't reach those. Gonna have to get a ladder. This is today's haul. It's not bad. It's not too bad. At least I'm just grateful I'm getting little bits here and there. Got a few cucumbers here. I pulled out some celery. And I pulled out all my onions, but I got them outside because they were really dirty. I got a little over a handful of beans. I got some, I think that this is king acorn squash. I think that this is buttercup squash. Will this feed us? Yes, it will. I also brought in some eggs with me. My girls are laying. What my garden lacks, my girls make up in eggs. I could eat eggs every single day. And I do actually eat eggs every single day. So this, I'm going to be canning up. I'm actually going to be processing a lot of these, putting them in the freezer, and then I'm going to do a big canning day with them so I can do it all in probably one day with the tomatoes. And with the celery, I can chop up and use and put it in the freezer and use all this for when I make my bone broths and my chicken broths and stuff like that. So this is a waste. I mean, it looks really tiny, but it's not really going to matter when it goes in the freezer anyway. And all my onions that didn't do the greatest, I'm going to chop all these up too and probably just put them in the freezer and just take some out as needed, because I don't think that majority of them were so small. These are actually the bigger size ones. Most of them were so small that they probably won't cure very well. So we won't be using those type of onions next year. to thank everybody for coming and stopping by and taking the time out to hang out with me. And I wanted to show you guys some of the zinnias that Matthew planted that are looking very beautiful, and the butterflies love it.